How do you know when someone is moving from a place of idolization or pride? When you're in the presence of people who are not grounded enough to actually walk in equality with the people around them, this is a major red flag, okay? This happens with retreat people all the time. And yes, spiritual hierarchy is real, ranking in the spirit, yet this is not a gateway to belittle. The spiritual hierarchy comes from the way that God trusts you with certain sacred responsibilities. But that doesn't mean anyone gets to look down on you while teaching you, hosting you, or working with you. I've seen people hand over their power in these environments, putting retreat leaders or medicine people on a pedestal instead of recognizing that this disconnects them from Creator. They choose to bow to someone else's pride, and in doing that, they silence their own gifts from Creator, unfortunately. It's very deep. You'll see retreats invite thousands of people charging thousands of dollars to strangers, no real relationship, no real knowing, just a big show. A team of self-proclaimed leaders on a stage performing, proving why they deserve your honor, but not actually seeing you. It's a dynamic built on ego. You're not a real person to them. You're just a number, a ticket, a tool to inflate their image. I witnessed this in Hawaii quite a bit. A woman came to the islands with her haole husband, built up a retreat center, and used her indigenous identity to market herself. She talks about sound healing, but when you sit in her energy, it doesn't feel like compassion. It feels like ego, a spiritual ego that thrives off praise and recognition, but never actually giving glory to something greater than her own self, giving glory to God, okay? I've met people personally who got spiritually possessed at some of her plant medicine ceremonies, paid $3,000 to have their spirit violated. She had no clue how to do damage control, and if you're hosting ceremonies in these times and you don't know how to handle the deliverance necessary for the people who attend, you have no business calling yourself a spiritual leader. Same goes for the churches that can't name spirits or help people break real bondage. If you don't walk in deep connection with Creator, you might be operating in deception, or worse, under a Jezebelic influence. Because let's be honest, if your light doesn't point people back to God, it's not real light. If your healing ceremonies don't point people back to go within, to find Creator within, it's not real. And this isn't about canceling anyone. It's about waking up, being wise, discerning, and remembering if the root isn't God, the fruit won't last. Stop giving your power to performers. Come back to the source that made you in the first place, made you whole. Okay? Thank you and aloha for listening.